We've already done a basic select query on our database.
This video is brought to you by ObbyPies Academy.
That select query looked like this. Select star from, and then we could put the table that we want to see the data from. Table author. And with a semicolon. And there is everything from table author. Now, if we wanted to insert into table author, we could write a query for that. So we could say insert into table author, and then the values null because author ID is auto-numbered, first name Mary, last name Johnson, the email address, and then the phone number. And it tells us query OK, one row affected. So if we were to rerun the select query, we can see that our insert query, a very simple one, now reflects the new data. So there's Mary Johnson added with her email address and phone number. Let's add one more. So again, we use the insert command. We're inserting into table author the values. Now again, first author ID, that's going to be null because it's auto-numbered. First name in quotes, let's do Fred. And let's say Jackson. Very generic last names. Email address, fred@fake.com. And then finally, Fred's phone number. I'll do 201-555-1212. Add our semicolon, and we get query OK, one row affected. Again, run our select query, and we should see, yep, there's Fred added to our table. Now, our select query also allows us to select the order in which the information in the database is returned to us. So I could say order by, and then let's say first name. So that'll select everything in alphabetical order by first name. So notice now Bill is first, then Fred, then Mark, then Mary. I could have just as easily said order by, let's do email address, and the email address field will determine the order. It happens to be the same. Now the default is going to be your primary key or author ID, but we could say order by phone number. And now Fred is first because his phone number is the lowest, and Mary's is the highest, beginning with 512. Kind of a silly way to order things, but you can see exactly how that works. Now, we also can set other conditions for how the data is returned in a select query. Now, by the way, the capital letters here in the parts of the SQL language, that's simply a convention. You don't have to do it that way. Table author, where, let's say, last name equals Jackson. So now we're just looking for a specific record where the last name field equals Jackson. Now, let's try one more. Select from table author where, let's say, author ID is greater than 2. So notice now we only get author IDs 3 and 4. So this can be useful for creating different types of queries where you may need to get specific pieces of information back. Now, you may remember we've also got an article table from table article. And this one doesn't show too well because of the length of it. But here is all the data. Now, again, doesn't kind of need to spread this out like this. I'm not even sure my screen is wide enough to show us all the data. Maybe we can make it a little smaller. There we go. So now we've got everything in table article. There's only one article in here, getting started with databases. Has a date, has a topic, an author ID, and a short description. So this gives us all the information here. Now, if we take a look again at our PHP MyAdmin client, we can see the same exact data. But what would happen if we wanted to get, at the same time, the information about author ID 1 and the information on this table? Well, that's a more complex type of query known as a join, and we'll be looking at that in the next video.